heartily welcome to Gurudeva e-learning classes. Dear students, today we will be learning and dealing with very curious topic of your first semester syllabus, that is food and health, part 2 video. So dear students, before going to part 2 video, let us recall what we have learned from the part 1 video. So dear students, in the part 1 video we have discussed about that food and nutrients and types of nutrients, about the water and fiber and rough edge. These are the 3 points we have discussed briefly in the part 1 video. Once recall. So dear students, what is this food and nutrients? The food is very important thing for all living beings. So food gives us energy and it helps to perform the different activity with the help of food. So as it is, the food, it contains different types of nutrients such as carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, protein, fats. These are the different nutrients which are present in the food. If you eat only one kind of food, it does not provide you all kind of nutrients. So we have to take wide and variety of food in our day-to-day life. So that food which helps to give more energy and to do some work. The water is very important because water also one of the nutrient. Discussed about that types of nutrients. So dear students, as I said before, the different types of nutrients are present in our food. Those nutrients are divided into 3 main parts such as energy giving nutrients, body building nutrients and protective nutrients. These are the 3 main nutrients which are divided. So dear students, which are the nutrients are considered as energy giving nutrient? Carbohydrates and fats are known as energy giving nutrients because the carbohydrate contained food, when it is break down into the human body, that will be converted into sugar and starch. That sugar, it gives more energy and starch, it gives low energy. So because of that, carbohydrates are known as energy giving food. So as I said before, fats also one of the energy giving food. Here the fats, it will be stored in our body and it will be uses for our later use. It will be used later use. So the fats also very important to the body, but we should not take more quantities. Next point is that second point of types of nutrient is that body building nutrients. So which nutrient is known as body building nutrient? Proteins. Proteins are known as body building nutrients. Why do we call that is one of the body building nutrients? Because the protein which helps to grow the muscles, bone, hair and skin. So because of that, protein content foods are known as body building nutrients. Dear students, next is that protective nutrients. Which nutrients are known as protective nutrients? Vitamins and minerals are known as protective nutrients. Vitamins and minerals are known as protective. Why do we call that? Because that vitamins and minerals are fight off the infectious diseases. So and it controls the diseases. So that we call that is one of the protective nutrients. So dear students, which are the vitamins? Vitamins are nothing but A, B, C, D, E, K are known as vitamins. Next is that minerals. So dear students, as you know all, minerals are known as calcium, iron, phosphorus. So these are the different kinds of minerals which are present in the food. So here each and every minerals, it has specific function. As it is, the calcium which helps to, it gives strength to the bone and the teeth. As well as iron, it is also one of the mineral which helps to produce the red blood cells. As it is, each and every mineral, it has specific function. Next, we have learnt about that water, right? So, water also one of the nutrient, as I said before. See here, the water is one of the sixth nutrient. It does not provide directly to the body as a nutrient. It will give some energy to the body and it will perform different activity in the human body. So that water is known as nutrient. Next, the water which will be passed out of the waste from the body. These are the importance of water in the human body. So it is known as sixth nutrient. So dear students, next point we have learnt about that fibers and rough edge. So dear students, here fiber contained foods are nothing but fruit, vegetables, cereals. Such foods are known as fiber contained food. See dear students, what is the specific function of fiber in the human body? That it will be digest the food what we eat, and it helps to digest the food which cannot be digested very easily, and as well it has specific function, that is it helps to work efficiently of the stomach and small intestine. So fiber is very important to the human body. Dear students, these are the point what we have learnt in the part 1 video. Now let us discuss in details about that today's part. Dear students, now let us discuss in details about that a balanced diet and eating balanced diet. So dear students, as you learned from the previous classes, what is balanced diet? Our diet. The food what we eat every day with water. That is known as balanced diet. Diet which help us to know that the quantity of nutrients to needed for the particular person for their healthy growth. So that is known as diet. Dear students, here the person depend upon their person age and what he do, physical work. Depend upon their age and work, we have to say that quantity of the nutrient the person he has to take. If the person is doing the more physical work, he has to take more quantity of the nutrient content food. The person who do not do more physical work, he has to take minimum quantity of the nutrient content food. So dear students, now let us know in details about that eating balanced diet. Here our balanced diet, it will be inform us that quantity of the nutrients which we have to take. Here there is a food pyramid. Observe the picture here. There is a food pyramid. According to the food pyramid, the nutrient content food it has to take the particular human body. The column it informs us that we have to take larger quantity of that food. As it is last uppermost layer of that pyramid box that helps to know that minimum quantity, less quantity of the nutrient we have to take. So let us know in details about that eating balanced diet. So dear students, here each and every food item it contains particular nutrient, right? So according to the pyramid, first is that cereals. So dear student, helps to know that is the carbohydrate content food. In that it will be comes under that cereals, chapati, rice, pasta, butter, such kinds of food we have to take more quantity because that carbohydrate content food which will give us more energy, right? So the next part of the pyramid is that fruits and vegetables. So dear students, as I said before, the fruit and vegetables which are known as vitamins and minerals because it will be protect from the diseases, right? So we have to take more quantity of that fruits and vegetables. That is nothing but vitamins and fibers and pulses. So dear students, in the meat and pulses, it is third part of the pyramid. Here this we have to take lesser quantity. It contains protein, right? So protein content foods are nothing but meat, fish, egg and other pulses. This is protein content food. Next is that dairy products. So dear students, dairy products, in that we can see curd, milk, then butters, ghee, such kinds of food items are known as dairy product. It is also we have to take lesser quantity. So next is that fats, oils and sweets. So dear students, this is we have to take very less quantity. Observe the pyramid here. Here uppermost part of the pyramid is known as, that is oil, fats and sweets. It should be avoided because it is very dangerous. That will be stores under the muscles. Fats will be stores under the muscle. So it may cause us some diseases. So because of that we have to take lesser quantity of this part of the food. So dear students, this is about the food pyramid. So dear students, now let us discuss in details about that. How can we preserve the food? See dear students, here there are different ways to preserve the food. Before going to that, let us know why should we preserve the food? What is the importance of preservation of food? See dear students, preservation is very important because if you overcook or if there is a more quantity of water in the food item, it may lose their nutrients, right? So because of that, we have to cook the food properly methods. So let us discuss in details about that different ways to preserve the food. One is pasteurization. First one is pasteurization. So dear students, we can preserve the milk in the way of pasteurization. Here the milk we have to boil up to 60-degree temperature. Immediately we have to cool that milk. Then it can maintain the nutrients in that milk. So next way, that refrigeration. See dear students, some kind of food we can store in that refrigeration or else deep freezing. So it comes in that food. Some kind of food items we can preserve in the deep freezing few days or 1 week, right? So it is one way to preserve the food. Next one is that dehydration. Way of removing the water content in the food is known as dehydration. Removing the water content, that is known as dehydration. For example, pulses and vegetables. So this is the food item which can remove and store the food. So as it is, next one is that sweetening. Some kind of food we can store for few days, but that is by adding sugars we can store few days without losing nutrients. So as it is, next one is salting. Some kind of food by adding salt we can preserve few days. For example, fish. By adding salt to the fish we can store few days without losing the nutrients. So next point is that canning. Dear students, some kind of food we can store by canning. So that is the way of storing the nutrient. Next one is that use of preservatives. Some kind of food items we can preserve by adding preservatives. For example, pickle. Pickle we can store by using preservatives like vinegar, salt, oil. That will be maintain the nutrients in that food. So dear students, these are the different preservative nutrients in the food. Dear students, now let us discuss in details about that balanced diet and diseases. So dear students, as you know all, balanced diet. What are the importance of balanced diet and what? So dear students, often we cannot feel healthy and strong, right? Sometimes we are unable to perform our daily activities and weakness, right? So that is known as diseases. Why does it causes diseases? Because of our lack of nutrients in our food. So let us know how does it causes diseases and different types of diseases. So dear students, our balanced diet, it includes us different nutrients are present in the food. So we have to follow our diet in our daily life. So dear students, we can see two kinds of diseases which are has communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. Some kind of diseases which can be spread from one person to another person. That is known as communicable disease. Communicable disease or infectious diseases. So as it is some kind of diseases which do not spread from the one person to the another person. That is known as non-communicable diseases or non-infectious diseases. So here lack of nutrients like vitamins, minerals. Cause of vitamins and minerals in the human body, different kinds of diseases which will be causes. Let us know in detail. There is a summarized table in your textbook. Read that chart very carefully and you should understand it well. So dear students, I will give you brief information about that chart. So here first is that nutrients. Which are the nutrients kind of diseases will be causes. So first point is that vitamin A. This is one of the vitamin, that is it contains different food items like green leafy vegetables, milk and some other food item. See dear students, if you that vitamin contain food, it may causes night blindness. So it is the lack of vitamin A causes night blindness. So adequate quantity of that vitamin A contained food. So next point is that vitamin B. Brown rice, nuts and egg. These are the vitamin B contained food. So lack of this vitamin B, it causes very diseases. This is that vitamin C. So due to the lack of vitamin C, it causes scurvy as a disease. The scurvy. So here, next is that vitamin D. So dear students, vitamin D it contains sunlight and egg yolk. So that egg yolk, fish, so such kinds of food we have to take. Lack of vitamin D, it causes rickets. It is nothing but weakness in the bone. It is that these are the vitamins. Now let us know that minerals. Minerals, that is first one is iron. So dear students, body, because the iron which helps to increases the red blood cells. So it causes anemia. Lack of that iron content, it causes anemia. The person he feels very weakness. It may not able to perform the daily activity. So next is that calcium. Calcium, it is also very important to the body, which helps to strong the bone. So and as well as teeth. So which are the food item it contains calcium? Milk and green leafy vegetables. So these food items it contain calcium. Lack of calcium it causes osteoporosis is the diseases. It is nothing but weakness in the bone and teeth. So next is that iodine. Iodine also very important. Here lack of iodine in the salt it causes goiter. So we have to take iodine content salt. So dear students, these are the deficiency diseases which is lack of nutrient. So dear students, these are the important point of that part 2 video. Now let us know which are the asked questions are present in your textbook. That first question is that why is it necessary to eat balanced diet? So dear students, balanced diet is very most important because That diet, it contains quantity of nutrients are present in the food and water. So that shows balanced diet. If there is no balanced diet in our daily life, it may cause us some diseases. So we have to follow balanced diet in our food items. So next question is that eating junk food, it makes you fat. Why? Here fat content food, it will be stores under the muscles. So the person automatically they become fat. So that fat content foods are very dangerous. Junk food and fat content foods are very dangerous to the human body. So we have to avoid to take these kinds of food. So dear students, these are the important point of this ATS questions. So dear students, after watching this video, you have to write and send what did you learn question from page number 270. So dear students, you have to read the textbook carefully and you have to read twice or thrice for your better understanding. So dear students, thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.